What does Colonel David Hunt think about this? He's our Fox News military analyst, much more than that, of course. But, Colonel, what the White House is saying is we knew this moment was coming. We knew the Russians would attack us for attacking there, and we've got the proof why we did.
Yeah, in context, almost a year ago, we threw 48 Tomahawks at an airfield in Syria. Since we did that, there's been between 6 and 12 chemical attacks by Assad on his people. This time, very well coordinated, well executed, pinpoint attack, about 105 missiles, and denigrated their use. The problem, Neil, is these kind of operations, although they look good and they're well executed, aren't effective. They're not going to stop Assad. The only way this is going to happen is if you go after the Russians and Iran, which we're not going to do. Also, this is in the middle of a war that Syria is about won. We've kicked ISIS's ass out of Syria and Iraq, as we should have done. But the war in Syria has been won by Syria. And so the context of this is a little bit interesting. I do not think, although as good as an operation it was, it's going to have an effect of stopping chemical attacks.
You know, the president seemed to telegraph as much last week before any of this when he hinted, just get out of Syria. What do you make of that and what our position should be now going forward, especially after this?
Again, in context, as you know, we helped start this thing during the last administration. With the Saudis, some intel stuff, we began to try to get Assad out of there, and it went upside down on us and everybody else fast. This is now has been won by Russia and Iran and Syria. The Russians got a port that they've always wanted. Iran's got influence. This is a bad situation we cannot get back in the middle of because, again, 17 years of war we're still in. We cannot get into this one.
You know, Colonel, I'm going to talk to you just the perspective from a soldier here. And you see politicians or ambassadors gathering, again, with the best of intentions, we can assume, to keep the world at peace, talking about this, going back and forth. When you were serving, how did you feel about that, either second-guessing actions that were taken, actions that could be taken? What importance do you assign to groups like the United Nations?
The soldiers have absolutely no time to think about United Nations or and/or politicians. You know, we do what we're told and serve well. One of the reasons that we're still around as a country is because of this phenomenal military, which I remind everybody is less than 1% of the nation. It's an all-volunteer force. But because of the time and the danger and the constant deployments there's been for 17 years, they don't think much of that. They don't spend a lot of time. Who does sometimes think about it are the generals in the Pentagon, are those that work in the political offices, and the families who have time to watch and consider this. But a soldier deployed is a soldier deployed and is almost apolitical. They've got their own butts to worry about and the people next to them.
Yeah, unfortunately, these guys control those butts sometimes. But, Colonel, thank you very much. I always wondered about that.